unarmed EnVyus, who do get it out of the way, and actually able to find one frag in the process. So could have been worse, certainly could have been better, but either way, it's done. It's going to be EnVyus back on guns, but not a single op to be found, barring that of Yugi.
Yeah, so big problem in the last few rounds. They just haven't had a lot of plants. They've won out of the last 7, 2 in total, which is a big problem for their economy, and they just need to, even here on their full buy, could have benefited from having a plant. And you get a few in a row, and ultimately results in more full buy rounds, even on rounds that you lose in succession. So that is something they're going to try to figure out. Yugi fails to kill someone on a walk peak. Man. That's really rough.
It's multiple moments and opportunities that Yugi comes up empty-handed. 3 5v4s could have been easily found, and instead were tossed away. I mean, sure, they still establish it, but it's not off of his op.
Yeah, that's a huge thing to think about. And and Heroic are still winning this game. Yugi has 4 kills, 3 opening frags. He's halfway up the scoreboard. His team probably wins all 3 of those rounds, and Heroic are dominating this half versus a team that can't get plants.
EnVyus, though, getting closer to that A site. They do have the mid control, and Madi not willing to forfeit just yet. We'll go back for the pop flash, just trying to hinder Envy in any way. Goes for the wide peek, deals the damage, but Scream catches the headshot, and that is crucial. Meanwhile, Snappy to the corner, exposes himself with a frag to XMS. Looks to further the advantage now as he swaps back to the AK and tries to peek again, which costs him. Sixer able to find the headshot, but in the meantime, EC Tag has just retreated towards the bomb site. Yugi posts up inside of spawn, and now Envy with 25 seconds need to make up their mind.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to get 1 kill, do a little bit more damage, and this round is more than likely sealed up. Also, just staying alive in general will help a lot. Envy taking a lot of time to get in the site, 10 seconds to plant the bomb. Great flash to assist EC Tag, and laying down this ADR. One person creeping up to the left, not enough HP to do anything about it. 4 seconds remain as our man from Envy jumps through the smoke. Happy dies before the time runs out.
Luckily, yeah.
Yeah,
so
luckily.
Yugi unable to connect shots, but at least connecting support. That was a big play that allowed for EC Tag to really dwindle down what remained of the time. And even good play by EC Tag to just leave Snappy over towards Banana, right? He's stuck inside of the corner. The terrorists are all giving up on that A site presence, so they know that they're going towards B. And as opposed to trying to bail out your teammate, potentially giving up 2 lives, he just locks things down. So I'd say great play from EC Tag. Very cautious and yet successful. Yugi wants the mid pick.
But it is just your analysis is quite good for a play-by-play.
Thank you.
Just like to go on record. I was going to say the exact same thing, that I think to untrained eyes, that would have looked like he was ditching his teammate. But if you look at the angles, there was no way that he could support him without basically himself getting bullied and then the whole site being able to be taken, as well as Banana, with Snappy with no good angle to fight from. So much better that he went to delay. And now Envy on another safe. We're getting destroyed here because of their failure to be able to find a plant.
Deagles can be deadly. So can Madi. He's going to get caught in the process of a jump, and Nico up close kicks in the teeth of XMS. That's 1 Deag down, but 2 still standing with the P250s as well. However, there's a flank. Snappy coming in, and eventually they'll be filtered into the crosshair of Yugi. This time he does not miss. He takes 2 through the edge of the wall. Nothing stops this man as EnVyus come to a grinding halt on their pistol attempt.
So I think some people saw an X-ray there that they tried to do a run boost to jump across through Arch. A lot of people don't realize this about Inferno, but you can't run boost on uneven ground. There's some area where it's completely flat or the ground depresses where you can actually do it, but in that situation, like, you will get stopped if you're the guy under, even if the texture changes by a degree. So I've seen a lot of teams. I've even seen, like, I think Fallen was a person who did a boost there where it just failed. Or a run boost, but sometimes it is out of necessity, just because you have nothing else going for you in the round, you might as well try it. But yeah, it's really difficult to try to do run boost in a lot of places on Inferno.
I can't help but feel like we've really seen Heroic take commandeering control of this Banana side. I mean, EnVyus have set up RPK with a nice little pop flash to clear the top of Banana, but every time we see Heroic go for these deep smokes, it seems like EnVyus struggle to take it back a little.
Yeah, it's nice. I think it's nice on that note to see that Heroic are actually taking it now. Wow, that was really sick.
Disturbing headshot from Happy.
Nightmare-inducing peek from Happy.
Scream wants some, but he's not willing to run through fire. It's hot enough in Atlanta.
That's very true. 107 right now. Top. Oh wow, that was just such a good flash. Blinds Monty for the rest of his life. Falls back into sight. Boiler's taken. Another boiler take. Let's see how this unfolds. Will we also have the lurk through the smoke at Arch?
That's a nice pop flash. Not able to make the best of it, though. That's the op now posted, and the op able to find a pick. Snappy down for the count, and RPK deals with that fast flank, the flank that had hindered them before. But Madi's still on site, and Nico's still in pit, and there's only 20 seconds to play, so Madi needs to anchor things down, and they don't know. Oh, it gets checked, though. RPK, thorough in his clearing of the corners, will find a round for Envy.
Absolutely, huge. I mean, the awareness there to get the flank kill right away and then kill the player in the site, who Madi didn't have to shoot a bullet, so he realized that he could hide, but I think RPK just checked that, because why not? Always check, you know, you're planting the bomb, clear the entire site. Very good stuff from him. Overall, solid take. It ended up being a lot of work done outside of the actual boiler take before that was all possible, which I think is the big difference. Going 5v5 at boiler means the CTs have a lot of advantages. Up to 3 players there, a ton of angles they can work with. Their counter nades are going to work way better than aggressive nades, which aggressive nades have to guess where CTs are going to be, whereas CTs just have to throw everything at lane. And yeah, killing players in the extremities on the sites, having Sixer get that trade peek with that op, really nice op shot, well done by him as well, I think is what really helped them take the site.
We've seen 3 players from Heroic on this position. Yugi, EasyTag, and Snappy trying to make the most of it. But this time, of course, that's that AWP, so we haven't seen the op at that B site. Considering the aggression from Yugi, it's all been towards middle. I mean, I think there's an argument to be made for a bit of alt-mid control when it comes to the op. You try to peek out from balcony side, and you can maybe pluck a man from the back line, but at least now we're seeing Yugi can be dynamic, not only at A, towards B as well, but as he starts to feel the pressure, he will fall back. Do it.
This is what became quintessential on Inferno. Oh, if Yugi dies, oh my gosh, he actually gets away. Slick movement, is able to throw a good Molotov.
Misses the flash, though. Not a big problem as the terrorists don't commit. EnVyus still sit on the top of Banana. Scream, prying for a frag through smoke, but unfortunately, they're choked up at the top of it. Utility getting low, but enough still to throw. EasyTag on the other side of things. He's going to get sectioned off, but not before he takes 1 frag and tries to further that. Shut down by Happy, as is XMS. The op paying dividend as we hit the 10-second mark. Through the smoke is Happy, and the fire section Snappy. 1-man advantage for Heroic as that bomb goes down. Now, the 7-8 score is still on the line, and this 6th could be crucial. But Heroic starting to just congregate their forces. Moving in as a single unit, working through the church, working towards the site. Happy with a bit of an off angle, helped out by Scream, but now he's been revealed and he expects the peek. He takes the kill. Madi finds the trade, and it is just Scream. Easy. Vintage headshot. EnVyus with another round.
Absolutely. Very confident positioning there. Just relied on his crosshair placement, took a solid off angle. The other play would be to try to deny as long as possible. Instead, he takes the fight, and you should always play to your strength. Some players are going to be better at that than others, right? Other players are going to be better at denying, playing the log con, taking a bit of damage, trying to bait out the peaks and stuff like that. But you know, Scream's going to be better at like just taking that fight one-on-one. I think EasyTag, I really appreciate how he did try to help his teammate there, but I think that was another situation where he would have. Wow, that was nice.
I just mentioned that. Aggression inside of apps, you know, so it's cool to see that Yugi is mindful of his options.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think, yeah, he would have been better off. Just Yugi put himself in a position where he was opping from like the front of coffins, and EasyTag sprayed one from speed CT, peeked out a little bit harder, and tried to get a second kill. I think if he had just gotten that first kill and fall from the site, we're getting the red seconds of time, right? And at that point, that's when everything changes, where you could literally jump through a smoke to try to kill a planter and win the round, even if your team's not there. And I think that's the mindset you need to be in.
RPK fully flashed. Was looking to take a peek towards Banana, but instead he's going to line up a smoke. That should go towards the top of mid. Now he's going to Molotov the spot that Snappy has been spotted. Able to still spray for the frag. EasyTag trades it successfully so. Of course, that leaves Envy 3 players over 20. towards the A site, and they're starting to vamp up their execution. Nico from above shuts things down. First and foremost, XMS removed. Yugi, fully blinded, has to retreat back, but it's Madi and Nico to hold the line. Yugi finds the last one as Heroic find that last round.
Yeah, that was sick. That was a lot better. And that's interesting. We've seen like successful boiler takes from Envy and then unsuccessful ones, like hard unsuccessful ones. And that was one of them. And I think a big reason why is they maintain that pick control perfectly. I love those pull the pin plays where they have someone on top of the balcony, he gets a kill, and he can fall off to an even better spot after getting like a guaranteed kill and not take any damage, even if there's someone right behind him to trade. So Nico playing pit to perfection, and Heroic coming away with a solid half. Only, I mean, a large reason that Envy even have 6 rounds is because of that pistol in those first 2.
That is very true, actually. Half of their rounds come from the pistol and following conversion, so they must be content enough with this success to try and lock things down on the CT side. Now, I'm already expecting to see RPK play towards the pit.
Yeah.
If you like that kind of pull-the-pin play where we see Nico just fall off of Balk, I think that RPK sets up some really cool moments over there as well. And that Sixer will not shy away from the aggressive op peaks that Yugi was trying to utilize. I think there's going to actually be a lot of similarities to draw between the CT sides of these teams.
Interesting. Also, Sixer seems to be on point, whereas it's actually Yugi who's a tiny bit shaky. Seemed to have cleaned up his act towards the end of the half, especially that last kill on our player back calls. And the aggressive spotting from RPK to get that information. Always pretty safe to do and always good to do it. Get like line of sight all the way down alt for teams who are running up. The timing means that you'll always beat them there. Oh. And Scream here to take a long-range battle. No better man to do it.
Interesting that they keep 3 players towards B, because now the terrorists are coming in on the opposite side, but Envy able to hold. RPK from pit, popping noggins over towards the site, drops the bomb in the open. Snappy tries to flank, and he successfully does so as he finds the kill to Happy and applies a bit of cover for Nico to play off of, but low HP is going to be dealt with. XMS drops the bomb, and now it's just on Snappy. He's been pinned in, but the flashbang gives him cover, and he's still standing, frantically fraying inside the site as Envy find another pistol.
Yeah, that was huge. That was kind of, and just as you were saying that was kind of a similar setup to what we saw Heroic pull off versus Envy. So, oh, nice initial shot. Wow. A couple of good kills there.
I love that he walks away from the second fight. Yeah. Goes and picks up the guy on lane, which has been called, and then knows, of course, that he has that wall as cover. Like, to me, RPK is such a good player when it comes to holding down lines. B bomb site on Train, A bomb site here on Inferno. He's the kind of guy who just never seems to panic.
Yeah, that's true. He's a tank, and he has been super aware. Calling out this that he called out Snappy at the bottom banana. He was able to get that flank kill on that very important A take that NB have had, and those 6 rounds with this pistol are starting to result in a much more competitive game for Envy.
Now they're looking to milk the cash cow in this one. 5 SMGs. But a nice little nade setup here from Heroic. Nico with the flash and the second. Here comes the execution. Happy up close, able to just shut down the first man. RPK wants to support, but he's not given targets just as of yet. Now they come filtering through into the crosshairs of the SMGs. It is just the CTs with frags, barring one from EC Tag. Snappy, able to find a single kill here, but now he's already been dealt with. It is a rapid cleanup from Envy.
Gotta get the tab. I think you know, it is a pistol round, but I think it would have helped quite a bit for Heroic just to be a little bit more explosive. Again, the benefits of having the Tech 9 are the movement speed, and when you're close up, you're just as dangerous as any rifle, coupled with the fact that you can fly by them faster than they can fly by you and shoot. So you really deny yourself those advantages when you stop and start strafing left and right to try to take fights versus players, and especially on a lane take, gaining ground is everything. The hall setup. So another thing that I don't like is as a CT going into halls on an anti-eco. I kind of feel like you don't need to. Like, I think if you can justify playing a fully 5-man passive setup on a rifle round, then with like 2 people in pit and 2 people dedicated to B, then you definitely don't need to take these really aggressive fights in halls. But at the same time, they've got 5 SMGs, so maybe they don't want to be that far back.
Man, not only do they have full apartments control, but they have full banana control, just sitting at the bottom of mid. I mean, poor Heroic have no real estate. Rent is not cheap.
Definitely.
However, Maudie still gets himself out of the apartments. He's able to find 1 kill, the MP9, and some shots upside the chest. That's the cleanup again from Envy. Minimal losses, maximum gains.
They're really suffocating them there, and I think that that does something to your mentality to know that a team is willing to push that hard on you at the very least, even though when they have all those advantages. And it can be frustrating to know that you can't get anything done in a round, and that even coming up to mid, which is supposed to be your territory as a team for free, isn't even yours. So really keeping them in check with that push. Now we have full nade hold. Oh my gosh. Scream just got naded down to 65 by Sixer at top banana.
Little bonding experience with the team damage. RPK did just spot someone inside of apps. Nico saw him too, so I believe that peak was off of the wall bang.
That smoke way too deep, and from their perspective, might not seem like it.
Who threw that? Sixer.
Oh, okay.
2 bad nades. Unless it's for exactly this, trying to bait the man in.
You can see it. Oh, wow. Oh, no, he didn't get that kill. That was close, though. But yeah, that would have been a good bait, because from their perspective, I was thinking, oh wow, they might as well abuse this. It'll probably look weird from the CT's perspective, but Sixer's up there with an op, just holding his angle with confidence.
Confidence is key, as is the hold on this A bomb site. If, of course, Heroic decide to just gear up for the take. Meanwhile, Sixer in a crucial spot. He cannot go down.
Yeah.
That B site would be cracked wide open. Of course, 2 players here. They're going to go for the little check, and they get it. Great team play.
Jeez. I mean, they don't know, but they can run this site over right now, no problem. Oh, Mod even gets a lurk kill and hauls right away. That is truly rough. Rotates come in, though. Really hard. 2 players here. It's like a brand new site.
Yeah, Scream just through the smoke, tries to line it up. XMS able to catch Yugi. Snappy takes the trade. EC tag going to refurbish with another smoke grenade. That's the plant in standard spot. Screamy wants the spam, but instead, Heroic find the plant. EnVyus to the 2v4. Flashed is happy. And now, of course, that late lurk could be an issue, so Scream just starts to get pushing into the site, takes 2. Snappy's able to find the op trade, and now, of course, Happy comes back. He'd started to go for the save. Meanwhile, Maudie spots him, so they know exactly what's up here. Happy with another bit of success. Could still play for sight. He's just going to charge in, and Snappy gets the best of him. An easy final frag, and that's 9-9.
Trying to put myself in his shoes. Where did you think that last player was? Potentially on banana. Maybe thought he could get by, something like that. But anyways, gets opt. Really nice attempt there by Scream. Yeah. Precise shooting right there. Super good stuff. Heroic regain the lead. And I think in anticipation of a save, have decided to invest in just UMPs. Really smart by them. Thinking about that economy. It's never too early to think about your economy.
And retirement.
In Counter-Strike and life. Indeed.
3-man setup here from Envy towards banana. Again, they have that 1 op of Sixer, the single M4 on Scream. Bit of a curb by. They've been in tougher spots and still come out on top. Then again, I think Heroic have been doing a very good job of nullifying Sixer and really forcing him back to the bomb site. He's never really been able to capitalize off these moments. And even now, he wants to go for the fight, gets baited into it, and almost costs himself his life. But he's back in safety with 19 HP.
Falling back, receding all the way into emo. And as we see, they're still worried about him, which is why it's good to sometimes just fall off right away, because they've still got to clear everything slowly. You can hear stuff because of it. They're afraid of an op, so they're not going to try peek stuff. They're going to run. They're going to flash. And now it looks like, wow, Scream wants to get a bit aggressive right now with his rifle. Oh, it's going to benefit from it as well. XMS pushing up with just his P250, and I think he has to reload. 7 bullets now. Sixer here to assist.
Yeah, that's a crucial frag, though, down to the 4v2. EnVyus, again, working with minimal buy, could still make it out with the win. 25 seconds as Sixer gets forced out. And that bomb's still not planted. So, Envy in a prime position. Heroic starting to scuffle They've got the flash, they've got the fire, but they can't block off that peak. So Happy's in a prime spot to just lock this down. RPK wants to swing wide, but it's Happy to be dropped by the op of Yugi. And now that fire plumes. So can the tank pull this off? Can he bust through the afterplant? Low health for Madi, but Yugi is in safety. Madi peeks as Yugi does the same, and that's Heroic on the board with another.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Happy wanted to push in with RPK at the exact same time when the bomb is down. And the idea behind that is obviously if someone's planning, then they only have one pair of hands. That other guy only had an op as well, meaning there was no way he was going to take out two people if they both pushed in at once. But then they threw a great flash and completely blinded Happy, and you could see them kind of moving forward but then stopping. And that was, I think, a big reason why they're able to sit here right now with another buy EnVy and another save.
Heroic with a very real chance to establish this lead. These are the kinds of rounds you never expect them to lose. Ooh.
Ouch.
Just insult to injury. First you take the frag, then you take the boost upside the head. Meanwhile, we see EnVyus get aggressive here. They're actually having 3 players towards this site. Snappy makes quick work of RPK, smothers him with a couple shots, and will do the same to Sixer.
This is so much money, too. Really clean stuff, hasn't taken any damage, has the opportunity to basically ace now with just a Mac 10. Wow, good stuff. Really solidifying their lead. I mean, they're thinking about their economy, they're winning rounds, they're winning clutches. This is a big deal. Even though EnVy are close, again, they have won both pistols in this game, and they are losing by a slim margin, but it's growing. Back to the drawing board. We have 5 rifles for EnVyus. Unsure what the play is going to be, but they have all the utility to do anything they want.
A little bit of a preemptive firing of the AK. Trying to keep EnVy honest. I like to think they are.
Definitely. I like avoiding, when you know the other team has like Molotovs, just avoiding early banana pressure, early top mid pressure, just defaulting for a second, because, you know, rushing B is the same if you rush 20 or 30 seconds in with no information than it is rushing right away. But if you rush right away, you're in danger of, like, you know, a carpet bomb of Molotovs, a smoke behind you, and dying blind. Whereas, like, right now, no, the place is completely empty.
Bit of variation here in the setup of EnVy. We've seen players to the back of the site, but not to the top of the boxes. XMS lies in wait, ready to spring his trap. Could go for a boost in the corner, allowing for a player to peek in sight. Looks like we're going to go for the Heroic set piece with that late linger from Madi. Again, playing that lurk role quite effectively. He does it on overpass, trying here again. XMS fully flashed, as is his opponent, and Scream through his teammate, catches a second headshot. He's just too good at that. Bomb to be planted unless the spam connects, but Scream's able to drop Nico instead. That's the bomb still down, but the man advantage in the hand of EnVy.
Oh, we got a man in CT. Madi, player to watch right now. Oh my gosh, he's seen 2 people. He knows that one more is coming as well, and they have to think about him.
This is a round-winning play for Madi. Heavy impact, but Sixer gets the best of him, and now the retake is still possible. Time is of the essence. Yugi trying to hold the cross. He's going to get flashed up, so now that cover dealt with, but he re-peeks into Scream, takes himself the kill, and EnVyus left desperate towards the site. Snappy, he's going down with this bomb, but he is going away with another round. That's Heroic to 13. EnVyus sit on 9. Happy gets something of a success as he fades away with the M4 as well.
Nothing short of fantastic. I mean, textbook stuff, just really applying pressure perfectly right now. Heroic looking strong, and Yugi really smart to not peek at all, just on that second guy who was just waiting for him, because he doesn't have much of an angle to work with. Could easily get pre-fired off of a shadow, and this is just criminally unfortunate, I think. Oh, the corner of a smoke. It had to be a headshot too, didn't it?
3 kills through smoke that round.
That's true. Zach?
Do you think that Maudie should have been maybe a little more patient with that late lurk once he got one kill and he knew those players were dealing with him? Because, I mean, of course he knows that second guy's coming over from the A site, but maybe he doesn't expect Sixer to come help out?
I think he was worried about the players on the other side of the building from him.
Yeah.
I think he was worried about which side he would come from, and that he felt like he's got to take a fight right now. But I also think that he didn't expect Sixer to just destroy him like that when he saw him. So I thought he'd be able to get a couple of bullets off and then choose his fight once he knows who's fighting from where. But yeah, tough spot to be in. I mean, yeah, on another day that could have gone. He could have just stayed alive and just been a nightmare for them. Even if you ran all the way back through Banana, they have to think about their flank. That would have been the best case scenario.
Give him props for even just getting into that position.
Yeah, don't even know how he got there. Sneaky.
By walking.
That's right. Oh, shit.
Happy keeps it. It's his play, it's his gun.
Right.
So you're not putting an AK in the hands of Scream. And Pansy explained that even when Kenny S was on his lineup, he would take the single op over Kenny. So it's very interesting to see Happy try to, put himself in that prime position. But I think that obviously just kind of,
I'm super against that. Like,
yeah,
I just give your best player the gun. That's like kind of the bottom line. But it also depends on what the tactic is. But if he's doing it every time, it's kind of like,
We shall see if it works. It doesn't. Maudie immediately removes him from the side of Pit, so Sixer desperately attempts to find a trade, but it's EC Tag to help out Yugi, who gets himself an assist and the fadeaway towards Boiler side, where this other CTs line up, and Yugi's just going to make quick work of them, swapping to the Tech 9 and peppering XMS with further damage. 13 health, not enough to work with. Snappy takes the frag. And that's Heroic now sitting on 14, so this is looking very good for them. But, of course, that pause from Envy wasn't just about the one single AK on Happy.
Yeah.
It was about this round.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see what he had cooking up here and now. It looks like Sixer has just enough to buy an op. And oh, he's not going to do it. Wow, 5 rifles. Not necessary that you op on Inferno. Definitely not necessary. Some people still feel like it might slow you down. Rotation's super important, stacking super important. Also, the op just wasn't working for him that well on Banana when he's holding it by himself, so maybe something they want to shy away from. You still have advantages as a CT, but and it also does wonders for your economy. Just not have to invest in what is basically a 5K weapon every single round.
Look at this, not a single flashbang here. Heroic just dry walking up through mid, and Sixer gets the best of Snappy regardless. Goes back for the pop flash, and will take a second frag. That's EC Tag down for the count. And Heroic down a man. But they are up on map control as Yugi's able to just skewer Happy from the side. That gives space for the bomb to come in, but RP Tank holds the line, or at least he tries. He is denied, as now it's Heroic with a man advantage, but certainly not the health. Maudie, 23, 71 on Yugi. And XMS in smoke, wants to try to use the bicycle to just peek over the top here. Of course, the man in pit not offering himself whatsoever as Scream gets in position. He wants to try and just scuttle this hold, but it's Nico with a headshot and a crucial one at that. It convinces XMS to fade away. He'll save to fight another day in the 25th round, where Heroic are on map point.
Wow. And you just see it come down to 1 kill in that situation. You had 2 players from Envy running down Banana as soon as lane was taken. Then Yugi gets this op frag, and you're still thinking, okay, this flank's coming out. All they have to do is delay a little bit longer. 2 side guys go down without a kill, and that's it. Like, Heroic are now in a 3v2 bomb plant situation, expecting flanks, not having to worry about anyone in front of them, and unfortunately, EnVy couldn't come together as a team in that one, and just delay a little bit longer. Heroic now just looking fierce, set up to win this round. Obviously another buy for EnVy. Scream's got an extra 3K in the bank, but again, just all rifles.
Oh, and immediately Yugi's able to get himself a kill. Scream attempts the late cross, and that does cost him. Heroic primed for the 16-9. Unless EnVyUs have something to say about it. Happy has the pin pulled. It's all going to come down to a matter of timing. If they can fully flash a man in apps, then suddenly EnVyUs can swing this back, but Heroic reel backwards.
Yeah. Now, if they could see the map like we could, it would obviously be a very tantalizing thought, because they've got one person here, XMS, in a rotator spot with a rifle. Beautiful sight to take. They throw a smoke on him, they wait, he pushes through or flashes through, then they take advantage of him, and it looks like they are opting to go B. I mean, this is looking like a good thing to do. Even him rotating in allows them to get in safely. Immediate rotation comes in, flash as well to assist. No one there for him to take advantage of, however.
He's lucky to have been able to get into this spot, and he's yet to be sectioned off. Despite the fire, despite the smoke, XMS still close.
Ow.
Now he knows. Reel back. Hold on. Try to find a connection through, but that bomb still needs to be planted. Yugi, again, from the very same corner, times the peak perfectly, but XMS is able to grab one headshot, and there's another op frag. Big plays from Yugi, 3K on the round, looking for number 4, looking for furthermore, but it's XMS who gets the next. And now he wants some more to the back of the site. Nico with a headshot. It is just down to Happy. He's able to connect the first, but he needs 2 more. And that bomb is ticking quickly. Taps it once. He has no kit. And they know he's not on it. It's Yugi with a 4K in the last round, and Heroic to just move their way through the groups. 2-0 their start yet again here in Atlanta. Back-to-back clearing of the group stages between Valencia and this. Fantastic to watch. They're able to keep that
I can't quite find it, and then the kill will come in. The spam from Prackham cleans him up. And that's 11 rounds for Grayhound as they look to push this one further and further ahead.
Definitely. Greyhound's economy starting to get back up where it was. $5,000 on Aircast. It's going to be actually a UMP buy for the most part. We're seeing Prackham, Aircast, and Gratisfaction picking up UMPs. I may not expect the armor. I'm not entirely sure, but it's going to be.
They know they won't be on AKs. So.
That is true. But those Tech 9s up at close range, we have seen how deadly they can be. So could be dangerous work.
Normally, you'd see a team in this situation who got the bomb down first would be saving for AKs, but instead. They don't want Grayhound to be comfortable with that. They're gambling on the fact that Grayhound have more SMGs than they do rifles.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're just trying to take the fight to him. And again, they're fully bored here. They've got Tech 9s. They've sacrificed some better guns. They could have had a UMP or two, but they've gone for utility instead. Flashbangs, smokes, everything they could want. And still a UMP on Malta. A bit more money there, carries some kills. They're all set though, the Chiefs.
Yeah, it all comes down to how quickly I think Chiefs can try and get onto a site. If they can just bully their way onto something, I reckon they'll be able to hold it just from close angles. Those UMPs not really the best entry weapons in the world.
Good. I think we've knocked our cord. That's awkward. Plug those two back in. In the meantime, though, I'm just going to assume it's still picking me up. It's the boost waiting for the burn, and it's a full execute into the site from the Chiefs. In they go. Did you very, very quickly? There we go. We're back. Burn spamming away from the boost, looking for these shots. This is still the positions that they play. It's looking for these shots here. The bomb will be going down. Tux is on just 1 HP on the bomb site. And it does get away. I thought the spam was going to come in, but not quite. Ins in the pit have a big job to do, though. He needs to stop these players from getting past him. And Multi with the UMP has to do even more. It's a good crossfire, though. They find themselves 2 kills, but here come the T's. Oh my goodness, Ins finds 2 there. That's what he needed. Now it's Moe, full health, up against the 2 T's remaining. Tux and Multi. He does have a kit. He's looking for this shot. Almost spots the shadow, doesn't quite, but that's only... Actually, see how many bullets out. He's going to stick this. Doesn't have enough health. He's got to go for this kill. And that's it. That cheer in the background should tell you that the T's know it's over. Moe will not even find the kill in the end. The M4 can't be retrieved, but Malta doesn't care. He got the kill and a little bit of extra money, and that is what the Chiefs needed. They make it 7-11, and the money's gone. It can be pistols out of Grayhound, but it can't be much else.
Yeah, definitely. That's completely and utterly broken the economy of Grayhound right now. Fortunately, these pistols once again. We saw previously that Chiefs was sort of forced into this position now, so their roles have been reversed. Chiefs now with the SMGs. The Tux taking over as Chiefs Mac Daddy. And Pex on the UMP. Alistair with the Galil. Malta going to be forcing his way with this AK onto this site if he can. Going to be taking out Prakim. Good damage on Burn as well. Burn just sitting behind this connector. Yep.
As far as he knows, he hit one player on the right side and killed one on the left. Could have been the same guy.
Yeah, could have been the same guy.
I don't think it's going to catch him out too much. They do have a couple of players on this bomb site, but it's P250s, it's a Deagle, it's no armor.
Just quick tidy up for the Chiefs now. Tux taking out Moe, just Gratisfaction and Burn left. Burn down 65 HP. Grant only being tickled slightly. And as I say that, he's been absolutely ripped apart.
Burn is committed to this ninja
build. Easy. Getting the stat padding done.
Easy kills, easy wins. 8 rounds for Chiefs. They are by no means out of this yet. They're now only 3 rounds behind. I thought it would have been a lot more dangerous when Grayhound got that pistol and started running away with it, but it was 9-6, it's now 11-8. The margin is exactly the same.
Yeah.
And it's an eco round, really. Well, I suppose it's a bit of a pistol buy, but it's not much out of the Greyhounds. Or Grayhound, I guess. It's not plural, it's just Grayhound. It's not multiple. Anyway.
It's not multiple. Okay.
I suppose if they are Grayhound, they can be the whatever. I'm going to call them Grayhound, because otherwise we'll get in trouble. Anyway, it's the pistols is the point I was trying to get at. P250, 257s, and 2 Deagles, all nicely organised from top to bottom there for you.
Very nice. That
actually behind it as well.
That satisfies the OCD quite nicely. Apart from the fact, if Burns, if
it's
Moe
better
had
when
the
it's completely
flashbang,
symmetrical though.
If we had like full armor and everything like that. Anyway,
we can talk about that later. Which coming to the B side, and again, it's Malta taking these fights carefully around this pillar. There's a player close to him as well, and he's completely blind and still gets that kill, finds both! He was partially blind during those ones, but he's cleaning them up. Malta doing work. Now Moe playing a very close off-angle, spots his shadow, knows they're coming, but commits into a bullet to the face. 1 player heaven, 1 player graffiti. Ins is surely going to commit to this kill. Can't find it though. Burn sending him back where he came with a Deagle. Bomb going to go down. Tux on low HP again. I don't know what it is with Tux, single-digit HP, but he's having a good time. Alistair catches that Burn though. Tux will survive. Doesn't matter at all in the end. AK save 2. 2 rounds behind now with the Chiefs.
That's it. And now we see the Chiefs' economy now rocketing forward. Previously they had 6k above 6k for all their players before the buys came in. So economy use. 9th round, they're definitely not out of this game yet. Grayhound really on the back foot now if the Chiefs can claim 1 more. So Alistair with this Galil as well. Going to be creeping with Ins down into the bottom of connector, trying to clear out as many of these angles as possible. Get map control. Take over control of mid. Force Grayhound back to play these sites. This being said though, it does allow them to do the fast rotates, which they are so infamous for.
Well, this setup's a little bit different, but it's largely similar. There's like 3B instead of 2B, and looking for the wall bangs. It's Burn there actually is going to be spamming through. He's got him for a 1 though, so won't be doing too much spamming. Ammo count's kind of limited on that thing. And Ins. Throwing it for note. Would have been a fake smoke for B. Would have landed on B to help sell the fake to his team, but instead, not even sure it's going to be a fake anymore. They've left the bomb. I'm just got to be careful with that. No, we'll be going back to grab that thing. Good. Just wanted to make sure no one was pushing him Monster. And now he'll grab the bomb. He'll join his team. And as long as he doesn't get caught off by the push timing here from Moe, which looks like he won't, he'll be okay to get up to that A-bomb site with his team. The rotate's coming in instantly, but Grat needs to get some fancy shots. Almost gets one while mostly blind, but he's going to fall back to... There we go, falls back into bank. He'll just be playing this one with his team. Going for the wall bank to the center of the box. No such luck, though. The bomb can go down here, but he's caught out. Pex getting it big now, and a very aggressive Malta's going to go down. Urcast takes... Well, takes out ends in the background. There's a let's go. There's a defuse. There's a round.
Yeah, interesting play by Chiefs to start pushing through those smokes.
I thought they could have sat for this.
I think there was something to be said for just maybe sitting back and letting the players actually kind of come to them and force that defuse. But nevertheless, Chiefs able to buy it one more time for this round before they get reset once more. Grayhound now with an AK in hand on the hands of Aircast. They got that AWP still on Gratisfaction, so they're working well. Going to build that economy back up if they possibly can. Don't get themselves closer to being able to force the nuke play.
Forcing the nuke is the goal.
Not politically though.
I already made that joke.
Yeah, I know.
You can't steal it from me. Malta going to find himself the opening kill though. Bit of a wallbang kill onto Prackham. Gets tagged down to 27 for his trouble, but still finds it out. Recast considering going for a bit of a surfy spot.
Trying to escape to that.
There we go. He's got it. It's not quite. It just allows you a little bit of a better angle because you're a bit higher up. Get a slightly different spot into Monster. It's only a slight. But it's also the other thing, it's an off angle that you can play, and there you go. He's found a kill doing it. That's straight through into the knees of Malta. He was the tagged player, so if you're going to lose anyone, losing the guy who's already low isn't that bad. But it brings it back into a 4-on-4 with 50 seconds left for the T side of Chiefs to decide where they're going. That decision has already been made, however. It's going to be over on to B.
Yeah, it looks like we are going to see just have Tux. Actually,
There's
no,
that boost again.
Yeah, there's going to be an interesting play.
This is what I was talking about every time. Every time they do this. Not every time, but a lot of times. It's something you can't count on them doing every time, but it's something you have to check for every time if you're playing against Grayhound. Because they do this very frequently. But there's the full execute. The Molotov into short was good to deny those Ts, but they're going to go straight through it. I think it was put out with the smoke. No, it's definitely still there. The boost has to be given up, though. And with 10 seconds left, just about, the Chiefs will be able to take this bomb site. This lane cannot be denied. No, ooh, that's the bomb. It fell on the site, though. So they will be able to get that one down just... Yep, there you go. Bomb down. 3 versus 4, though. Very possible round.
I was thinking the CTs, we've got a couple of flashes there. Alistair taking out Gratisfaction, so that's one of the key fraggers done. One flash and one Molotov left on these CTs to try and force anything out. Alistair with a good headshot. He's going to find a second as well. Can he find the third on Moe? No, he's not Moe. Going to be taking out Alistair as we're left in a 1v2 situation. Tux is going to burn.
Oh no, runs through the Molotov. And that means that Pex... Moe's tapped the bomb. Moe has a kit. Made noise, and Pex is going to step out and find the kill. Makes it 10 rounds for the Chiefs. And that means that again, we're back to this 2-round buffer zone. We've been chasing this 2 or 3 round buffer all half, but we're here again.
Yeah.
And it's another pistol buy for Grayhound that I'm assuming shouldn't go too well for them, but weirder things have happened.
Yep.
We'll see.
CS is a fickle game sometimes, and sometimes these weird pistol rounds can be claimed.
Especially if the rifle team gets overconfident. That's how I see a lot of these pistol rounds go away. Like, everyone loves to have a go at, AUCS, it's just because we're Australian, but it's not possible that you lose Counter-Strike because of location necessarily. So it's usually because I see a lot of Australian players get overconfident. It's like, yep, I can fight 5 pistols with a rifle, watch me. And then, of course, because pistols in Counter-Strike, they just get 1 bead, and it's like, well...
Yep, that's not going to work.
Not really. Let's see, though.
I think you're 100% right, honestly. It's
also the close angles, but
yeah. Close angles, especially with a 5.7 or a P250 even. P250, for $300, it's a great investment. So
it's ridiculously good.
Best backup for an AWP or something like that. But in the hands of these eco players, it can do just as much damage as you see Moe with that P250 and Urcast with the 5.7 and just the body armor there.
And I believe Urcast actually dropped that 5.7, so he's splitting the investment with another member of his team, giving out the money a little bit. And here comes the push towards the B-bomb. So this time there's a lot more reasonable amount of time left on the clock. He's multiplying himself a kill. Tuck's doing the same, moving in from short. And Burn, maybe he can got the bomb planner if they're too aggressive for it, but no, he won't. Chiefs make it 1 round difference. And a reminder, in case you missed it, Chiefs won that first map 16-12 If they take this one, they've taken the whole best of 3, 2-0. And if they can take Overpass away from Greyhounds, that'll be...
Massive.
Won't be one for the history books, but it'll be one for the stat books, certainly.
Definitely. I mean...
Then it'll skew my stat book, which will be annoying.
And especially considering the fact that, you know, before this game actually started, before the stream went live, we were noting just why didn't Chiefs ban Overpass? You know, obviously
they need to ban Mirage. That's their coma. That's why. It's the only issue for them. They've got to get rid of it. I mean, sorry, need to ban Mirage. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Let's say Overpass. Yeah. Good. That's what I wanted to say. First kill going to Inns here. It's another pistol buy. Going for a double eco from the CTs. Save up some money. Be able to get guns out in future rounds. Overpass going to flash himself in, get clotheslined by Tux. This round's a bit of a non-event, really.
Yeah, when you're getting rid of these eco players, it's basically just pop up. Grant had a chance, but Inns too quick with that UN. And Malta just deleting players left, right, and center.
Switches to his knife, like, yeah, that was a one tap. That was good. He did it.
Took about Malta's
I'm assuming that laugh was in fact Malta.
Could be.
Maybe. Crack him with the Eagle. Can't find anything with the Desperate Spray. Makes it 12-12. Chiefs have brought this all the way back, and it's the CT side that's a struggling block for Greyhound.
Which is so unusual considering that this is their arguably one of the most powerful maps that they have.
So remember how I was saying at the start of the very start of the stream, even before Tainted Darksided, I was saying that I was going to make predictions based on stats, and they'd all be wrong because based on the players.
Yeah.
I know you guys can't see, but I didn't have words, so I just gestured at the screen, and that should tell you everything you want to know.
Pretty much. Like, here it is.
This is fast play from the Chiefs. Now changing up the pace very, very rapidly onto the A-bomb side, and it's not worked out. Greyhounds are starting to find frags. Still one player in pit, though. I believe Durkast sitting in there. Mo's up in heaven. Lots of players rotating, and there's Durkast gone. This is looking more and more doable. It's back into a 3 versus 3. Chiefs could take the lead right here, but Burn in a very sneaky spot. If they plant default, Burn is going to catch it out. And instead, he's going to catch out Malta in the push past. Very difficult for the T's right now. Still got a minute 10 to play with, but they've gone fast. They've committed to this bomb site, and now they have to deal with that.
Burn is in such a sneaky spot here. He could pack. Yep, and he's going to catch out Alistair. Only 22 HP. Not much he can do against those M4s right now. Tux left in a 1v3 situation. We know how good this player is. This is 8 in his hand. Can he find one? Burn tagged down to 39. He's being flashed out quite a lot. Only 50 seconds left on the clock. Still a little bit of time to try and make a play if he can, but he has only got the one flashbang, so he's got to be very careful and, I guess, methodical and tactical about the way he uses it. 3 players to try and flash out. There's still a smoke and a flash on the CT side, so they can force him away from sites. Looks like he's going to recommit to the B-bomb site. Not much time to go back into A, so although he has forced away one player.
Just on time. Just on playing a time. But the refrag will be coming from short very, very shortly. Now they're all going to be rotating as well. 17 seconds left. Tux needs to try and get this bomb on the floor. He's planning it for heaven, and now he's in a lot of trouble. He still gets one, but there's one more player short, which he won't be suspecting, I am sure. Here comes Murray for the trade. Tux!
No,
he's making it work, and he's got time to get this bomb down. Yes, he just got it. Grat's going for this wallbang, but he's not found it. It's close. Tux has made this very, very doable. Flashbang out. One more trying to stop Gratisfaction coming into him, and he's going for the pre-fire. Tux! So much damage. Falling back, Grat on just body 3. That's it! The 1 versus 3 to keep the Chiefs alive. That's a play right there.
That is a play right there, the 1v3 clutch.
Beautiful from Tux.
We ruled him out so early in that. We thought he had no time, only the one flashbang to play with, but as soon as he got that second kill, you knew it was happening.
And he just got the bomb down as well. Tux with the clutch. So well played, and it puts Chiefs in the lead for pretty much the first time in this map.
Look at the
They had it a little bit earlier, but
13-12.
13-12, and it's going to be 14-2 as Greyhound have nothing in this. Unless they can do some ridiculous pistol fragging. That's one of those feel-good rounds. That's one of those rounds where you're like, fantastic, boys. We still out here. We still doing this, even though it's their best map. Urcast has found himself 1 kill and an AK-47. A very dangerous player who we can't count out. But you know who else we can't count out even on Overpass? It's Chiefs.
Definitely not. 4 versus 3 right now. Urcast has picked up one of an AK. He's going now down to a 4 versus 2. Malta finding Prackham.
He could find this kill for Urcast. Nope.
Oh, Alistair way too quick on that.
Alistair doesn't miss these. Throws the AK out as well, so that if someone comes through, throws it into T-controlled territory as well, so that if Burn can just pop up there, then nothing for him. But Burns now made himself known. Going to send one player to hunt him. It's Malta. I was going to say is they're going to send one player to hunt him, and surely they'll rotate, but Malta's going to step out and find the headshot. Chiefs, look at their money as well. They are buying for the rest of this game. They are so rich. Grayhound, they've emptied out the bank account to buy this. Scrat's going to grab an AWP, surely.
He has to. They know that is his most powerful weapon. Yep.
And that's the money gone. Brad's got 1,500 because he hasn't gone for head armor or any more utility or an upgraded pistol. That's the only reason he has a little bit of money left. If Chiefs can claim this round, then it's Grayhound playing for overtime on a force buy.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is something we've already seen.
It's true, actually. Very true indeed. But yeah, obviously we don't count out Grayhound at all. These guys are at the top tier of Australian CS, so even though their money's low, they're not looking all that good right now, 14-12. Don't count these guys out. They're a fantastic team. Alistair, on the other hand, though, he's going to be taking out Urcast quite early.
I think I was up actually. Oh no, it was off the boost. It did pick him off the boost. Door must have been open a second before then.
Yeah.
Either way, it's Grayhound to try and deal with a man disadvantage, and they're going to go up again. They're just hungry for this. It's going to work. If Boone gets there, he's up, and there we go. He's found himself one, looking for more. Chiefs were not ready for that secondary boost to come in, and that's just what Grayhound needed. A bit of a trade. He just put out one more player there. Didn't find the bomb, though. Chiefs still want to go B.
Yeah, they're just committing to it. They're hoping that they might be able to force a rotate. Just play those mind games. Make Grayhound assume that they're going to rotate now that they've been spotted. But both teams actually standing very resolute in where they're actually going to be playing. Still got the 2 stack, 2 on an A, 2 on B.
Here's the rotate, and it's a here's the. I wanted to say here's the execute. I said here's the rotate. Turns out I was right. It's a fake, and they're going to be going hard out off the back of this, and the positions are not good. Gratisfaction's going to go for a very aggressive peek, and he finds it, but gets traded 3 versus 3. Bomb can go down safely for the Chiefs. Nice, ooh, good positioning from Malta to find himself. That kill makes it a 2 versus 3. Chiefs could take map and series point right here, even on Greyhound's map, even on Overpass. Greyhounds are still getting shot out. There's Malta on the flank. Burns going to find himself one, looking for more, but Malta's going to take the kill, and that makes it 15 rounds. You heard the yell there. I think you might even have heard it over me yelling. 15 rounds, and the Chiefs are ecstatic about it. Here's this force buy I mentioned before. It's UMPs, it's M4s, it's probably some more SMGs. Kraken's going to grab an M4. Oh, he's going to grab a FAMAS. 3 rifles, 2 SMGs is all that stands in the way of Chiefs. And a 2-0, a double 16-12, taking their map pick and Greyhounds.
Can he find anything? He's got to get really good damage. That grenade might do even more, and it's got to bring him down. Ins and Pex. We brought down to about 15 HP. Pex on 18. God, that is good. That's fantastic. Not a bad result considering the fact that they didn't get the kill. So, good result.
Double con stacks out again.
Yeah. That seems to be something they've been favouring. It sort of half worked out for them most of the time.
That was spotted though. I just heard Alistair call 1 con. I think. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. There you go. I do occasionally hear something through these headsets.
Every now and again you just hear the shouts.
Yeah. But it's pretty passive T-side at the moment.
I kind of like this though because they have these lows players. They just want to try and, I guess, make Greyhound overcommit. Get the aggression going. And see if Greyhound just lets up 1 or 2 free frags, basically.
See if they can get Malta or anything on the other bomb site. That's the main thing. Faction's going to swing out. He can actually win this fight with this UMP, given how low the players that he's fighting are. It's ends at long. We have to be a little bit careful, given how low on health he is, but there's also only 35 seconds left, so pretty much this has to be a rotate now or a committal to the A side, and it will be a rotate based off no info. It's going to be a 5 versus 5 take of the site, with just 20 seconds remaining by the time they get going. This is going to be all too close. This could be it for Chiefs. It's just 5 frags that they need, but it's a good setup from the Greyhounds as well. Molotovs come in. That one bursts in the air. That is a costly mistake. They let him by, but there's Burn with a frag at least. Bomb still needs to get out here and go down, and it will. There's Prackham though. He can stop everything here. The spray is just off. There's Inns, making it a 2 versus 1 versus 3 actually. It's all on Inns. Heavy damage looking for it though. Can't find the kill, and Greyhound will stay alive with the force buy. Good damage on the UMPs, good damage on the rifles. Team ace again.
Yeah, across the board. They came out bloodied out of that, but they just clawed their way, hanging on for dear life in this match.
Look at the money on Chiefs.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
They're so rich.
No way, shape or form in threat right now, apart from the round count.
If I had that sort of money, I could afford to live in Sydney.
It's a good thing you're already there. Don't have to worry about it.
No, I do. Just be easier with like many thousands of dollars. But that's beside the point. As it looks like it might even be... No, I thought it was going to be a fast B play based on that molly, but that molly is to deny... Yeah, the molly to deny short control, and the spam is there to reinforce. They're just hoping to catch someone out if Grayhound are getting aggressive. They're not doing it, though. So they're just going to be waiting. Burn, I mean, he is getting aggressive, but not as quickly as they would have liked. And Malta is completely blind. Malta's in so much trouble, and there's Burn pushing in, getting himself that free frag. That's a really good change up from Grayhound.
It definitely is. We haven't seen from them, so good to see them switching up their standard plays every now and again. We don't see that double stack in con anymore. Chiefs have had full control basically of this side of the map. But look at Grayhound, they're sort of bunching up. They're playing a little bit more passive now. They don't want to give up any more free frags because they know...
B again.
Yeah.
The boost's up. Sorry, it's rough, but this is just...
No. This is very dangerous. Find something. No, Burn's going to get taken down. That's really dangerous for them now. They're going to try it one more time.
This is what Grayhound are doing. It's like we get one kill with the boost, we go again. That one was just a jump for info, though. And now this is very, very doable. That spam is so good. Inns takes out Urcast, I should say. Prakum finds 2. Make that a 2 versus 3. Chiefs on the brink of taking out this series 2-0, but they've got to hold this off for as long as they can. They do have good utility they can use. Elsie's going to hold this angle. That's a good flashbang that he'll avoid. Pex is fully blind though, good shot. So many Molotovs, they've got to go for these fights, and the Molotovs are everywhere. Pex is going for these kills, and now he finds the snap. Gets both kills. It's Prakum back on the bomb, and we're going all the way to 30 rounds. We could be overtime here.
How did Moe get that kill?
It was wild. It was all over the place. Chiefs can buy again, using all that rent money. Correct, one more. I don't know who yelled that, but you're correct, whoever you are. It's one more for overtime, and it's one more for the win for Chiefs. All comes down to this.
That's it, Grayhound now.
Moe? Okay, good.
Yeah, you are going to buy out, mate. Beautiful stuff there.
Runs out of spawn. Runs out of spawn with no gun. Awkward. This one, though, looks like it is going to be a faster B setup. 3 players into water. Good flashbang to blind out Prakum, but he's got a Molotov already lined up and ready to go, and they're already coming onto this bomb site. Prakum here is going to have to do the damage, and he can't find anything. Burn does find one, but the rotates are going to be late. There is so much time for the Chiefs to plant this bomb. And Pex, exactly, opening it up with 2 frags in heaven, getting a smoke up there as well to nope cover it. Not really, it fell out. It's unfortunate. But still, they have an idea. And now it's all on Urcast, Gratisfaction, and Moe. They need this one to force it to overtime. Otherwise, it's going to be Chiefs booking their spot in the winners' final up against Tainted Minds. That'll be our last semi of the day, or last game of the day. But before we get there, we've got to get through this. Pex is in such a huge position down in water. Urcast pushing out is what the head, and Pex finds one more. Makes it even trades there, but it's a 3-on-2. And they're just sitting in this spot. It's all on Grat. The Molotov's on the bomb. There's literally nothing he can do. And there it is. Inns will get the last frag. 16-14